Hi Leo, welcome. I'm still in my really, really cold old studio. Anyway, I'm going to do an Osho Zen reading for you. So take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. So let's see what's going on for all of our Leos today. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Leo, Leo. What does Osho have to say for the greatest and highest good for all of our Leos for these current energies? We are currently in a new moon of Capricorn, mid-January. So let's see what's going on. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. All right, ready? Let's see. So really, take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. And we all know who we are in the story. Ooh, wow. You gotta, some of you Leos have to let go of the past and not feel guilty for doing so. I feel like you need to let go of that feeling of like, oh, well, if I move on, then, they're going to think that maybe I never cared or whatever. Listen, everybody knows you've cared, but you can't feel guilty for leaving the past now and moving into the present moment, because as long as you hang on to that past, there's no room for your future. So that's for a few of you out there. Now, I think right now, money might be a little tight, and it may be you need to make some really major changes in your home, because I don't think for a few of you, you just can't continue. It's almost as if you bring home $500, but you spend $700 that week. So it's like I get the sense that when it comes to finances and money and everything else, you have to sit down and take a really good look at what's going on in your world. All right? So that's for someone out there. So Leo, what's going on? Anything else? So what I want to do is, in the Osho Zen Tarot, there's this one spread. It's called the Flying Bird, and I love this one. So I'm going to do that spread for you. So we start out here with the card of 9, laziness reversed. Oh, yeah. I think a few of you know that you can't sit back anymore. It's like somebody's got to take control, okay? Somebody has got to take control of a situation. And you can't sit back anymore thinking that things are going to rectify themselves. Now, if you have children, Leo, okay, a few... more than one. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 kids. So if you have between 1 and 4 kids, okay, Leo, I almost get the sense that there's some kind of, they're not getting along very well right now. They're fighting with each other. One may feel a little left out, or you may notice that one, is left out of, playing with the others. I just get the sense that your kids also are kind of feeling that, you can't sit back anymore. Something's got to change. And change is definitely on the horizon for pretty much every one of us. So a need to get control of a situation. Maybe you got involved in something that, it never got off the ground. You got involved in something and, I think the thought of it was a little stressful even for you. And it never got off the ground. Now might be a time for you to start to maybe reevaluate something that you had put aside in the past because you just didn't have the energy to deal with it. Now, when it comes to your family, though, Leo, somebody has got to, it's like you got to be the parent. Somebody's, there's no parent going on here in this home. One person particularly, I think, ends up going off on their own. All right, let's see. What else do we have for our Leos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Yeah, it's like there's one kid, if you have 3 kids, one of them, I think I think you know who it is. You may need to keep a close eye on that person because it's almost as if their emotions get acted out. And I just get the sense that one of your kids is acting out emotionally and it's affecting the other kids. It just doesn't make for, a happily ever after. All right, then. What else do we have? You know, I got to tell you, Leo, I feel like one of you has to really get a hold of your kids. Like somebody's got to be the parent. Somebody has to step up and be the parent. And, you know, nobody likes it when somebody all of a sudden, you know, say, for instance, there's never been a bedtime. And now all of a sudden you're going to enforce a bedtime. You know, that never goes over really well, does it? But you have to hold firm. You know, kids like consistency. And I think what one of your kids is looking for is some consistency. Now, things are intense. I just keep, things are really intense between you and your home life. But there's this want, to, you know, for the fighting to end. I mean, seriously, you can't sit back anymore, and the situation that's going on in home that's affecting your kids, specifically one kid, you cannot, it's got to shift. You know, it's like you quit fighting the fact that you need to step up to the plate and really get a hold of what's going on. And you know, it doesn't make you a popular person in your house when you have got to like put your foot down. And I feel like somebody needs to put their foot down, you know, and get control of what's going on with your kids. I mean, that's a real big message going on here. So that is for someone out there. So you've got to be open. You've got to be open. I want to go back to that very first Leo, though, about being open to like moving on and not feeling guilty about leaving the past. You know, it's like, it's almost as if it's one of these things where, you know, your whole life you've been the milkman and now you decide that you're going to have a farm. You know, it's like you have to be really open to these different shifts and changes that are happening around you. So you can't feel guilty that, you know, these people aren't going to get their milk in the morning anymore. You know, that has to be on someone else, because right now you're taking care of the cows. You know, you get what I'm saying? That's probably a really bad analogy, but anyway, it's what came out. Anyway, you've got to clear your mind. Someone, you know, if there's something that you have between you and another person, like there might be, I get the feeling that if you haven't been getting along with someone, there is an opportunity for the two of you to, you know, have open sharing. I do see open sharing, and we have this woman over here, you know, and I see you being open to a conversation, just clearing the air a little bit. When these two cards come together, I always feel like it's about clearing the air, clearing your consciousness, something that's been really eating away at you. And, you know, again, this need for change in the home, okay? There's this real big need for change in the home, whether that's putting away your past and moving forward, or taking control of your kids, because really that to me is like a big, big message here. You know, you've got, nobody's happy in the home. Nobody's in the happy when the kids are like out of control. And I feel like your kids, you know, need to be put down. They need a bedtime. They need, you know, they need some consistency to know that you're around. All right, let's see. What advice do we have for our Leos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Ace of Swords. Yeah, I feel like somebody gets control, you know, and it's like now, you know, you grab the sword and you're in power, and you're going to put things back in order. Okay, so that might include, you know, rectifying issues of relationships and stuff that may have gone south for a little bit. But you're getting control. Back in the driver's seat is what I feel like is going on with you, Leo. King of Cups, reversed. Interesting card to come out. You know, if you're involved with somebody, Leo, a water sign, who is emotionally disconnected, I just get the feeling that there's an energy around you, whether this is you, a whole other Leo, but somebody who is involved with somebody who doesn't pull their weight. And emotionally, they're not very, I don't know, they don't give 100% to the relationship. This King of Cups, when they're reversed, to me is always one of these people that over the years, it's an older person. He's a king. He's not a young person. You know, it's like they've never grown up. Emotionally, they've always remained very detached. So you might be dealing with somebody who is like that in your life. And again, you know, you're about taking control of your life and putting things in order, whether that's your relationship, your children, your family, your home, your life. This is, I mean, your energy right now is about putting your life in order. The structures of your home are really important. If you have a project you're working on, I think you're being very quiet about it, but this project that you're working on, God, so many messages, that you're working on, it could probably yield some really great results. So I would keep going with that, whatever that project is. Yeah, I see whatever it is you're manifesting. Look, you have the Magician, you have the Six of Wands, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. It's like whatever it is that you touch, it's like it turns to gold. You know, so put your life in order exactly how you want it. I feel like you have the support of the universe, you know, and it really is focusing on your home. I mean, this arrow is sitting right here. So it's like really get your home back in order. Truly, that is a message for someone out there. Very, very important. All right, so anything else? So really, take what works, leave what doesn't, people. You know, it's like when we're dealing with the collective, there's a lot of you guys out there. So sometimes messages filter in, really strange ones. Yeah, again, you're getting things in order. Here, the Knight of Swords. This is about, you know, look, we're going to do things by the book. We're going to, like, put things in order. We're going to, you know, get up in the morning. We're all going to have breakfast. Nobody's going to go without food in the morning before they have their day. I mean, it's just like, I just feel you, like, in your power, getting control, you know, setting up home. Setting up home. Really great energy. I mean, really, it's great energy. And I think the one of these things is like the bottom of the deck here, we have this Two of Wands. It's like you now see the direction you want to drive your life into. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to drive it. You're going to make the decisions that are good for you, that are going to bring you all of this happiness. Now, with this, I have to say, something's got to end. I mean, it's just like the way of life, you know, not taking it seriously, just thinking that, you know, oh, everything will make it, will kind of make itself known and happen and on its own. It doesn't. You need to put some energy and effort into it. So I see that happening for you. So this is really, really great, Leo. All right. Take what works, leave what doesn't. I am going to leave this here. And I will see you at the next reading. And again, I really appreciate each and every one of you being a part of my channel. Thumbs up if you like the reading. And I'll see you at the next one. All right. Bye now.